I was so excited. I got my very first diamond painting. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up for everyone. I know it is small, but I wanted one that was kind of small so I could see if I even like it, because it looks like so much fun. Where does it open? There it is. So this is just one from Temu. I thought it would be a good place to start. Let's open it up here. It looks like there is the little pin and a tray and some wax in there. And then there are all of the colors. Looks, and then here is the front of it. So I think that's going to be pretty, and it's not big. It's a good place for me to start. The letters and stuff don't look too small for me to be able to see. Vicki was kind of concerned about that. She thought that might be a little hard for me to see for my first one, but I think it's going to be pretty good. So I am pretty excited to give this a go. I think this is what I'm going to do tomorrow for tomorrow's whip and sip. So you guys will need to come and check that out. Hey, Jen. How are you? But yeah, so this is my very first diamond painting. Like I said, I am going to give it a try. So tell me what you think. This is supposed to have an American flag in it, so I hope you'll be able to see it when it's all done, but it is awful small. Yeah, pretty good. I went camping over the weekend, and so I was pretty sore in my hips because we did a lot of walking. Hi, David. Hi, Musical Kill Shot. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's gonna look pretty good. And like I said, Vicki thought it was a little bit too small, but I thought it was gonna be good for my first one. I've never done this before. I'm pretty good. How are you doing? Musical Kill Shot, how are you? What have you been up to? There's the colors. So do you guys like sort and divide out all of your little diamonds? Or put them in a certain order? So you're going to do a comeback on the 28th? What's all that going to entail? Okay, yeah, I got a bunch of little seed bead bottles. I can put these all each in a bottle. I should have enough of them little bottles to put these in. Cool. Little pen. So I'm assuming you take the wax and you put a little bit on the bottom, and then that's how you pick them up. Oh, awesome. I'll definitely want to go hear your songs. And some game video series. Very cool. I know Vicki will be checking those out. She's a big time gamer. I'm not a gamer, other than playing a little merge game on my phone. Other than that, I don't do much of that. So where do you guys like to start? Do you start down in a corner or at the top and work your way down? Okay. Yep, keep this plastic so that you don't lose the sticky. Start at the bottom. Yeah, I've never done one of these before, and I always work on something else while you guys are working on your diamond painting, so sorry, I was trying to open up this plastic. So these look like they're round. Oh, cool. That's pretty simple. Oh, yeah, I could see how that could happen. You just go right along and then all of a sudden you're way off base. Oh, I could see how this on the paper. C. Yeah. So these are C's, which is 10. And that's this color, 3371. $33.71. I could see how this becomes so addicting, and I've only done 4. That one's on upside down. There we go. the one off to the side. Oh, okay. Thank you, Janine. Yeah, it's just a little small one that I got from Temu just to see if I like it, because I watch you guys doing yours and it looks fun. I can definitely see how this can get addicting. The wax on the 03. Oh, yeah, yeah, you just push it on there and it pushes it in there. So I think I did that right. It's working. Got that little corner done so far. I'll get all of these diamonds in those little jars that I have from my seed beads. Yeah, I can see this being very addicting, especially for me in like the winter time. And I have to say, this is a whole lot easier than paint by number from back in the day. Hi, cutie, it's Lori. I do have some white little tiny mailing labels that I'll write the numbers on. No, no, that's okay. We have to be weird and do a channel together. We do everything together. I was gone all weekend, up camping. And so I missed out on a lot of what everybody else was doing over the weekend. Yeah, I get that. What's release papers? I'll have to look up that. I don't know what that is. Yeah, me and the husband, we went to Chalk Creek Campground, an RV here in Colorado, and we have a big toy hauler camper. So we went and camped over the weekend and took the dogs and did some fun stuff. Yes, this is my very first one. I watch everybody do theirs, and I thought, man, that sure does look fun, but I bet it's very addicting, and I have put it off. And I was on Temu, and I got to looking at them and found this small one. Oh no, I don't sleep with the bugs anymore. I'm too old for that nonsense. I guess we lucked out too. I heard here in Colorado Springs it was really hot over the weekend, and it wasn't where we were camping, it was just in the 80s. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jen. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be something I will be getting a bigger and a better version. Vicki was worried that this small Timu one might be frustrating, but I don't think it is. At least it isn't so far. This is also a first time of me doing a live too, so that's a new thing. I'm just doing all kinds of stuff today. It does. Well, my goodness, it's already been 20 minutes since I opened this. It does really go by. You don't even notice the time going by. I think I am going to enjoy it, cutie. It is actually very relaxing. Um, you don't really, I mean, you have to focus, but you really don't. As long as you're paying attention to where you're sticking, what letter you're on and your colors. Yes, yes. That is something I did pick up watching you guys, was to definitely do one that was small and where you're not really overcommitting to yourself to a huge one. I know Vicki has done some really big ones. See there, I'm coming along. I have a feeling this is going to be, I love to read. I love to read books, and I'm a kind of a very visual person, and so when I read, I actually see the story in my head. And I have to, when I start reading a good book, I have to read the whole thing. I cannot put it down. I basically have to read from cover to cover. And I have a feeling this is going to be just like reading. I'm going to have to do the whole thing. I'm not going to be able to stop until it's finished. Hannah Lynn, I'll have to look those up. Thank you guys for all of you joining me while I'm trying this out. How many paintings have you done, Jen? A lot? Hi, Regina. Good to see ya. That many, huh? Yeah, I got this diamond painting in the mail and I was so excited. I jumped on here live. I've never done a live before. Um, so I popped on here and I kind of got started. And I was going to use this tomorrow for our whip and sip live. And to be very honest with you, this might be done by tomorrow, and I'll do something else. Yeah, sorry it's bouncing around a little bit because I have it on my phone, my little phone holder that goes around my neck. This was a totally unplanned live. How often do you have to change the wax? No, I've never done a live by myself. Me and Vicki do them together. Yes, yes, it's Lori. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is pretty good for me. Okay, okay. Just so you just add more, you don't have to try and clean out the nozzle or anything. You just put some more in there. I was just sitting here thinking, my mom would love this. Um, I wish I would have had. Hi, Joan. I wish I had my mom's artistic talent. She can paint and do watercolor, but she likes puzzles and stuff, and I bet you she would love this. So I think I'm going to have to get her one for her birthday. Joan, is today your birthday? Well, happy birthday to you. I hope you're having a fantastic and blessed day. Absolutely, 29 again. I like to tell people I'm 28. I think 28 was like the best year ever. If I could go back and be any age, it would be 28. I don't really know why. I just think 28 was good. You're still young, but you're old enough to know better too. Oh, I hope your dentist goes well, Regina. Absolutely. I wish I felt young enough to do it again. Do you get them today, or are they just gonna do a fitting? Well, I hope it all goes good, and have them keep adjusting it until it feels right. How's everybody weather? It sure is clouding up out here. I'm sitting beside my sliding glass door and I just looked outside and man, we're getting some really dark clouds today. And it's been hot, so I hope we don't get hail. Sorry about that. I don't know if you heard my phone ring. Okay, Joan. Okay, Joan. Come see us tomorrow for our whip and sip. Yes, Colorado. I'm in Colorado Springs, right at the base of Pikes Peak. Hi, Star. Oh, thank you, Jen. I didn't even think about that. Um, I will definitely have to do that. Yes, we do get some snow. We haven't had a lot of snow in the last few years, but this year might be the year for sure. We actually, well, maybe not right now, but at least like a week or so ago, like the backside of Pikes Peak, there's still areas that have some snow on the western side. Up high, though. That's like 11,000 feet. Well, one thing about here, especially in Colorado Springs, like it can be snowing and then an hour later the sun is out and it's all melted and it's gone. I mean, every once in a while we get some heavy where it lasts a couple days, but it's usually gone as fast as we get it. At least here anyways. Not up in the high country. I used to live in Gunnison, Colorado, which is the coldest in the state. It get minus 10. If it would get up above minus 10 and it would start snowing, if it got up above zero, you knew you were going to get feet of snow. Yeah, we get a lot of little flurries, and then it'll clear up and the sun will come out and and then you're back to like good hoodie weather. But every once in a while we'll get those Arctic freezes where it gets really cold, but they don't last long. Star, you get snow that far south? I didn't think you would. And where are you again, Jen? I forgot. Miss Mississippi. You're in Mississippi. Yeah. Yeah. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, she said Mississippi. You get a lot of that bad rain and storms and tornadoes and stuff though where you're at. Just below zero. Yeah, we'll dip down like that a lot here too, where it just get really cold, but not necessarily any snow. I don't like the ice when it freezes on everything like that, and you get the black ice on the roads and everything. Not my favorite. And I've lived here my whole life, so I'm used to driving in the weather. But we have a lot of transplants, and they're not used to that. Texas people have a hard time driving. You Texans drive fast, I do know that. Not that we don't drive fast here. I think here, if you just have a good all-wheel drive vehicle, you can pretty much go anywhere. And if you can't, then you shouldn't be out on the road. That's usually what I tell people. If you need a four-wheel drive, you don't need to be out driving. Put that one a little crooked. We'll just give it a little push with the finger. There we go. Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, when you grow up in a certain weather, you know, that's what it is, and you learn to drive in it. What have you been up to, Star? I really enjoyed your Bible study the other day. How's your new puppies doing? Are they getting acclimated to their new home? Well, I think that has come along pretty good. I'm really interested up in here because this is where all the stars and stuff will be. So if that'll be pretty noticeable and actually look like a flag. Oh, okay. Well, I'll definitely jump over there and to your live for sure. Yeah, like I said, I just got on here spur of the moment, tried out the live feature on the YouTube on my phone because I got this diamond painting in the mail, and I couldn't wait till tomorrow to try it out. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. My three, as you guys know, are all rescues, and I've had a few experiences like that. Yeah, it's a small one, but I think it's gonna be fun, and I've just done this little bit, and I can see how you guys all say it is very addicting because this I'll be doing big ones before long because this is definitely fun. Oh, absolutely. Our little, he's a Boston pug. Um, and his name is Bugsy. We named him Bugsy before we found out that they call them bugs. He can mean mug like a gangster, so that's why we call him Bugsy. But when he came home, I don't know if he could hear electrical things, but he had a bad problem with electrical cords. He chewed up all of my solar lights outside. He pulled my pond heater out and chewed that up. He chewed three battery tenders, four actually, three off of our motorcycles and one off of our van, that were plugged in. How he didn't get shocked is beyond me. And he chewed up, I have a Lazy Boy electric recliner. He chewed the power cord off of that. So I don't know if if he could hear something, with it being electrical, why they're so drawn to that. But I'm so glad he is finally over that, by the way. He doesn't do that anymore, but I don't trust him either. And my mom's Boston. She wears hearing aids, so I guess that's a big one too. Is you do not want to lay your hearing aids around because dogs can hear those and they will chew them up. So as far as this diamond painting, I mean, this was just the little pin and stuff that comes with it. Is there any certain tools that any of you would recommend that are kind of like a must-have, um, that you'd want to have? And is there a sealer or something that you put on here when you're done? Sorry about that. I was wiggling in my chair. Okay, Art Dot Sealer on Amazon. Got it. A better pen and tray. Yeah, this is like a straw. It's a little harder than a straw, but it's a just a very basic pen. I mean, it's doing okay. The wax is getting a kind of a little clumpy, but that could just be my inexperience. Yes, absolutely. I can tell this is going to be addicting. That's why I put off buying beads to make jewelry for so long because I knew that that just plays right into my personality, and this definitely plays right into my personality. Yeah, I have no idea what some of those big, beautiful paintings you guys do. I imagine they're a little more on the expensive side. Yes. Yeah, this tray is okay, but they're not really, I have to try and get them on the right side up. But it's definitely okay for now for what I'm doing. And I'll probably do just a few of these ones from Timu till I really get going and then look for a fancy one. There's some on there that are bears. I love bears. Um, so I want to look into getting a couple bear ones. What, or wildlife. I love wildlife. Anything animals. Diamond Art Club and Dreamer Designs. Yeah, those are the ones. Vicki, I think, does Diamond Art Club. Um, and I know they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I'll stick with these smaller ones for a while until I really get going. Oop, I dropped some. Yeah, I'm when I get off of here, um, by Amazon, okay? Yeah, I was looking on Amazon for some smaller ones. Nothing had really super caught my eye, and was buying beads and stuff on Temu, and they started popping up. So that's why I kind of did that. Center one, is that the name of it? Probably mispronouncing it, but that's okay. I will definitely look up that. And they don't cost an arm and a leg to speak of. Yes. Well, this one, I think I had free shipping and everything on, so it was not expensive at all. Oh, that's a good suggestion, Jen. I never really thought about sorting. I didn't know you could sort by low and high on Amazon, and I shop on Amazon a lot. Well, ladies, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for coming in and seeing me start my first diamond painting. It's so exciting. I'm going to go ahead and end this live, and Star, I'll be over and see what you got going on here in a bit. Check Walmart. Okay. For diamond dots, Hobby Lobby has some nice ones too. Very cool. Definitely will be doing that. Okay, Jen, you have a great day. Bye, everyone.